Hi everyone, hope that you are having a great end of summer. Yes, can you believe that? We are at the end of summer. Fall is around the corner already.
Yep. Temperatures are about 70 degrees today, so that's pretty nice.
It's beautiful out here, and it's been raining every single day. I think we've had, just 2 days off of rain?
Yeah, and this is one of the days where we actually get a break and get to come out and do some stuff in the garden.
And we've been trying to run around and get everything looking a little proper so we can go ahead and show you guys what's going on in the garden.
Yep.
So right now we're back on the side of the house where we planted the roses a couple of weeks ago. And today we've been getting so many questions asked about what did we train the roses with. When Ambrose had trained one of the roses, what was it, the Gertrude, I think those that what had he used for them on one of the walls. And that's what he's gonna do right now. Let y'all know how to do that and see how much we have to cut, because who we're training is going to be teasing Georgia right now.
Yeah.
And if we have time, enough light right now, we'll probably go ahead and do the front row Strawberry Hill as well. And then hopefully we have time to go ahead and show you a little bit of the other roses to see how they're doing since we planted them.
Yep. All right, guys, so as Angie said, we're going to be training up teasing Georgia today. I know we had a lot of questions about how we're getting our roses climbing up the, especially the siding here, without a trellis or any strings or any wire or anything like that. And what I'm using is these little cup hooks right here. Just regular picture hanging frames. Trying to get that to focus in there real quick. But it's just a regular picture hanging frame. It's a cup hook. All I'm doing is drilling a small little hole in the siding there, enough to get the thread to grab onto it, and this is enough to hold any of those canes up against the wall. Now if they get bigger, you can use a bigger cup hook, or eventually some of the smaller ones will stay on there, and that rose will just start to form along the wall with minimal movement to get that to, you know, to stay up against the wall like that. But that's basically how we're doing it, making it look a little bit different than having a trellis or any type of strings or anything like that, and it just looks naturally climbing up the wall.
It's worked wonderful.
Yeah.
With the other rows we do that with. So.
All right, so we're gonna get started with this rose. We're gonna prune some back, and then actually I'm gonna start putting some canes up, and then Angie will start pruning the smaller stems.
Yes.
All right, so before I get in there, Angie's gonna go ahead and deadhead some of the blooms that are already done for. I'm gonna use this ladder here just to get up alongside the house here and try to get the thickest stems that I can first, and just start putting those up against the wall.
Okay. That was good. That was only one.
Actually, no ladder right now.
Okay.
All right, so as you can see, I got my 2 canes already up. Now, normally what I would do with the regular climbing rose is prune back to about 4 or 5 good canes and just use those to climb up. But because Teasing Georgia is a short to medium climber, I'm not really gonna do any pruning. All I'm gonna do is really just tack it up, because it's gonna have more of a shrub-like climbing effect, and it's probably gonna maybe only reach about this tall, maybe 2 or 3 more feet taller, but that's pretty much it. Not like Gertrude, the way we did it the last time. We just pruned her back to about 4 or 5 good canes and just started running that across the fence. So this is gonna be way easier to maintain, way easier to tack up against the wall without having to do so much pruning, because you're gonna get a lot of flowering from this area to about right here as well. As you can see, it was already flowering here, and we've got some flowers on the tops there, but with this spread load right here and the way I'm gonna tack it up, it's gonna have more sun hit it, and with some more lateral shoots coming out, you'll have some more blooms throughout the season next year.
Okay.
That
This
way,
whole shoot.
Yep, and be careful with it. All right, so I've pinned it as much as I can against the wall to make it look really nice, just going up against her. And again, with those hooks, you can't even tell that there's anything really holding it up. So now that we're done with this, what I'm gonna do is, Angie actually is gonna come in here and she's gonna prune some of the stems that we really don't want, or that are kind of broken or kind of crossing and facing the wrong way. All right, so what Angie is doing is she's gonna go ahead and prune any of the stems that are sticking out this way, because we have this rose right here, which is the Molino, we don't want it crossing stems with this one, so we want this one up against the wall, but to have a nice little shrub effect right here. So she's gonna prune away whatever's actually gonna cross into Molino there. Then anything else is crossing in between here as well, we're gonna prune that back. That way we have, like I said, that shrub effect, and then we'll have some more foliage and flowers up along this way.
I think that's good.
Yep.
What you think?
I'm loving it. Looks good.
Okay. So I ended up breaking one by accident. See if y'all can see right here the beautiful roses that it gives. Just gorgeous, like looking at the sunset. So Teas in Georgia gives a very beautiful tea rose scent. Just really, really pretty.
Okay, so it's about a week later and we have to come back to do this video. I'm gonna try to piece it together the best way that I can. A lot of interruptions, rain, lots of rain just keeps coming down on us. But we're done with this rose. Just wanted to show you real quick. Angie's behind the camera. I'm just gonna do the other rose up in the front and show you guys the way I'm gonna do that one. But I wanted to show you, this is again a week later. It's done its little blooming, not too many blooms, but the blooms that you saw when I was putting it up, it did a couple more and that's pretty much it. But it's actually loving it. It's greener than it was before. I think we kind of aired it out by doing a little bit of pruning and then tying those up to the wall there. But that's pretty much it for this one, guys. We're gonna head over to the front and we're gonna do the Strawberry Hill that's up there. All right, guys, so here's the front of the garden in case you haven't seen it in a while. Absolutely doing beautiful, but we're gonna go ahead and do Strawberry Hill up there at this corner there. As you can see, she's growing pretty good, has a lot of blooms, lots of foliage going too. But we're gonna get to that one, start tying that up against the wall there. All right, guys, so we're up here in the front, and as always, we're on a slope in this house, so it's kind of a weird angle that we're gonna be showing you guys for this rose, but we have Strawberry Hill right here, and we're actually in luck today because she has some blooms. As you can see, that one right there getting ready to open up, and then she has one over here.
Yeah, saw it this morning. Beautiful pink. It'll be open by tomorrow.
But what we're gonna do is I'm gonna get the best stems that I can from Strawberry Hill and just tie it up to the wall here just like I did the other one. I have here the same hooks that we use, the little cup hooks we use on the Teas in Georgia on the side of the house. All I'm gonna do is find a good spot to basically put it up against, put a hook up in the wall, and then just hold it back against the wall like that. So the first one I think I'm gonna go with is this one over here. I'm just gonna put it somewhere along there. So I'm gonna get my drill. Drill a small little hole there and then put the cup hook. That'll keep it up against the wall there. And I've got this really, really thick one here that we're just gonna pull back because it's so thick and up against a container that I want it to kind of stay in a spot where it's gonna pull away from the container but lean up against the wall. So I'm gonna put one there. Yeah, without stabbing myself or letting it bite me, I'm gonna put it into that hook there so it pulls, like I said, up again, away from the wall. And this one, I'm gonna kind of straighten it out, maybe right about there, and attach it right there on top. And I think that's pretty much it because there's really some flimsy stems here that I don't really want to disturb too much. We want to kind of, me and Angie were talking about maybe possibly laying this shrub out here at the bottom and just prune off some of the really lanky ones that we don't want, kind of like this one, which is unfortunate because it does have a bud there. Or should we let that one bud or bloom?
Let it just bloom. It'll bloom in a couple of days and then we'll just go ahead and...
So I think we'll let this one bloom and then we'll shape her up, you know, as time goes on. Fall's pretty close, so a lot of the stuff will start dying back. So it'll give us more room to work with. I think we're just happy to have it bloom because it hasn't bloomed. So being able to see this much foliage and some blooms is really gonna be a treat. I think once fall comes and it starts dying back, we'll do a nice prune to it so it has more of a bush-like effect here at the bottom. Okay, so Angie just reminded me that Strawberry Hill has bloomed, and I did forget that it has bloom. It just hasn't bloomed as abundant as I was thinking in my head, but we were able to see the blooms on it, and we're just excited to have more buds. Like I said, I found another one. There's a couple here, a couple trios, but just excited to see some buds before fall and winter come. And wanted to show you guys real quick how we're trellising, or actually having these roses climb without having a trellis, visible wires, or whatever the case is with those little cup hooks, because I absolutely love the look of it. There's nothing behind it. It's just growing up along the wall, and I think that's something that me and Angie kind of fell in love with. And again, some of you guys were asking those questions. That's why we wanted to show you guys what we're actually using. But we were going to do the side of the house. Unfortunately, we weren't able to do that. We're going to do that on a separate video because it's just getting late for us, and we're trying to tie in a bunch of videos together to show you guys what's going on. But again, guys, that's going to do it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you guys in the next one.